Hello. I did my media literature speech on the information in the audience about whether pregnancy women should receive the COVID vaccine. Pregnant women are 70% more likely to die from COVID complications than the general population. One current topic regarding pregnant women and COVID is the urgent recommendation made by the CDC for pregnant women to get vaccinated. A lot of us know someone who will have a baby in the next year or two, making this patient informational. I have researched the recent news about the pregnancy, COVID infection, and the COVID vaccine. I have analyzed the news articles for the truth. I will use different news organizations to differentiate between the facts, opinions, and bias concerning pregnant women and the COVID vaccine. First, let us look at the news source article about pregnant women and the COVID vaccine. The recent article in the New York Times, CDC recommends COVID vaccine during pregnancy, states that pregnant women who want to become pregnant, and breastfeeding mothers should get the vaccine. News safety data confirms that strong and unambiguous advice to get the vaccine is warned in the pregnant population. It is stated in the CNN.com article, CDC to pregnant women get vaccinated against COVID-19, that only 31% of pregnant women are vaccinated. This article confirms that the advice is clear that the women should be vaccinated against COVID. Pregnant patients are significantly more likely to need ICU care or ECMO and vaccination if they get infected with COVID. Because of this, they are more likely to need to be more delivered pattern, causing problems for the newborn. The CNN piece by Fox shocks us with the news that 22 pregnant women died in August of this year. At this time, the benefits of the vaccine and the known risks of COVID during pregnancy and the high rates of transmission right now outweigh any authoritative risk of the vaccine. Dr. Elaton said in the New York Times article, pregnancy outcomes in the already vaccinated and delivered group have been no different than outcomes in years before COVID. The study of 827 patients was published in the New England Journal for Medicine, occurring to the New York Times article by Dr. Finchie. Opinion pieces may contain more personal thoughts, but should also be factual. The opinion piece on CNN.com is written by Dr. Fox, Dr. Jasmine, and Dr. Morone. These three specialists intermix facts with their personal pleas for the pregnant to get vaccinated. At the beginning of the pandemic, very little information was known about COVID and pregnancy, and even less was known before the vaccine. But more and more information shows the safety of the vaccines. Dr. Portia in New York Times says there is no reason pregnant women shouldn't get the booster shot too. Human body changes in ways during the pregnancy that causes women to get sicker with COVID. In the Stand Fighter of Hawaii, Dr. Stacy states if the mom can't get enough oxygen, that means the baby can't get enough oxygen. Dr. Faisa says The growing baby pushes up on the mother's lungs and heart that makes it easy for her to get sicker with COVID. Misinformation on the web, especially about infertility, was concerned patients. However, physicians who treat women are in the position to educate and recommend the COVID vaccine. Dr. Gray states, indefinitely cause from the COVID vaccine is a complete myth. This was in the recent CBC News report from Canada. Both articles contain information that can be compared. Comparing the article and the opinion piece is easy to do because both are fact-filled and contain a lot of the same information. The information is presented scientifically in the article and is more personalized and feels like a plan in its opinion. Both the article and the opinion piece discusses specifically that COVID infection is bad for the pregnant parents and their babies. The vaccine is considered safe and is recommended. The facts are gathered from recommendations from the CDC or the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. The facts are verified because of the same facts are found in all the articles I presented. The only cause I saw was the opinion piece where more misinformation on the internet was discussed but refused. Unfortunately, women read about infertility on social media and become worried. The information in all these articles is useful because it makes pregnant women and women who want to become pregnant and breastfeeding mothers feel comfortable getting the COVID vaccine. The information provided also makes the women worried enough about getting the COVID vaccine that they will want to be vaccinated. Enough comparison of the articles about the vaccine and pregnancy. It is time for the conclusion and recommendation. I interviewed multiple news sources confirms that the COVID vaccine is recommended in pregnancy. Articles and opinion pieces are reviewed and then compared to conclude that pregnant women should receive the COVID vaccine. This population is getting sicker and dying, therefore needs the facts to be presented to them. Thank you for listening.